Good morning. Day 4 of my Hannels Spur Lady Northcote Canyon walk. I'm just leaving Opera House hut there behind me somewhere. It's about 7. So it's the last day today. I'm heading down to, I'm heading across to Olsens Lookout. Now, reading the logbook, not many people are getting through this way. Most people are going the long way through the tunnel down to Goin Dam. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit rougher than yesterday. I'm a lot concerned about the last, wouldn't even be a kilometre, probably half a kilometre where I climbed 400 metres. No, it has to be more than that. Maybe a kilometre, climb 400 metres. It's steep, but I'm not worried about the steepness. I'm worried about the scrub. So anyway, I've got to get another, it's only maybe 3.5-4 k's of creek walking across the Goin River, and then we'll be into the climb. So it'll be a short-ish day kilometres wise again, but it'll be a fairly tough day, I think. A bit like yesterday was short, but it takes time walking on these creeks and bush bashing through this thick scrub, and it'll take even more time going vertical in it. All right, I'll spin the camera around and show you what I'm looking at, because it's pretty magnificent. So that's Watson's Crags towering above. The sun's just kind of coming up, colour in the sky. So I'm walking this forward drive track down to Stresleki Creek, which is just down this little gully here. I don't know if you can see that one on the other side of going up the hill. Through there. I think that's the entrance to the tunnel. Okay, this is Stresleki Creek. This is where I turn left and start my creek bed walking again. And that was the end of the easy walking for the day. So I've dropped down Stresleki Creek. I've met up with Lady Northcote Creek again. I'm just trying to scramble my way up to see the lower falls. I can see they're flowing pretty good, so it's just slow going getting up there. So this is the lower canyon falls. On Lady Northcote Creek. So I just did battle with the blackberries for 20 minutes to move 20 metres. It looks a bit open down here, so that's good. I had to get around that. There was a waterfall around the corner there that I couldn't climb down safely. So it looks like it's opening up a bit down here, hopefully. So I just had breakfast. I've been waist deep a couple of times trying to get around these waterfalls. I've been up in the blackberries. It's certainly slow going. I'm doing about less than 1k an hour at the moment. Well, it's pretty, very pretty. It's brutal to walk down. So I'm just trying to scope out the best route down here. Looks like down This kind of ledge here. Stick to the right. And then we'll have a look when we get down there. That's how the walking goes there. Sometimes you make a mistake, you got to backtrack, try the other side. You don't want to really head into the bush unless you have to, though, because blackberries and regrowth. I just come across a decent tiger. He's just in there. There he goes. I don't know where he's gone. Sometimes it's safer in the river than trying to hop the big house-sized rocks. These little ones aren't too bad. Here's another one I've got to get around. I might have a look on the other side of that rock, I think. Well, I'm down past the waterfall. Now I just got to wade this pool. Pretty deep, but anyway. Well, that one was a little sketchy. So there's no real option but to wade sometimes. Mr. Chapman doesn't, well, the Chapmans don't mention that in their notes. I wonder, they also mention this river's normally dry because of the diversion dam. Same with Strzelecki. So there's plenty of water coming down there, and there's plenty of water in Strzelecki. So I'm wondering if the policy's changed with snowy hydro and they let a bit more water out now or something. Because yeah, I've been chest deep a couple of times. I can feel another swim coming on. I'm thinking some of these little nooks and overhangs must never really see light. It's 12:30 now, and they're not in the sun. I'm not far from the Goin River, which is good, but I've been going for 5.5 hours. And anyway, I haven't been mucking around, so we'll just keep going. Okay, I think that ridge is my afternoon's walk. Still got to get down to the Goin River though. Okay, I've made it to the Goin River. Just got to drop down here 100 metres, probably where that spur is, I guess, and then start climbing up there. That's going to be super tough. So that was the easy part of the day, believe it or not. It took 6 hours. Anyway, let's have a drink before I get up there, I think. Okay, just had lunch down in the Goin. I'm just about to jump in for a swim. Good news is less than a kilometre a go. Bad news is it's 400 metres climb. Even worse news, that's what I'm pushing through on the climb. So it's going to be absolutely brutal. I'll stash my trekking poles because they'll be useless going up here. I'll be swinging from tree, pushing blackberries out of the way. Anyway, one more swim. Next time I'll talk, I suppose I'll be into it somewhere, sweating and swearing. I'll see you then. Okay, about a third of the way into the climb. I can see where other suckers have been through here, swinging from tree to tree, trying to get up here before. There's a bit of a, well, it's not really a pad, but you can see where people have been slipping and sliding on the side of the hill trying to get up. There's the odd broken tree and that. I'm about a third of the way up. Scrub hasn't been actually anywhere near as bad as I thought it could be. Touch wood, I'm not at the top yet though. Yeah, so all going well. Let's keep on trucking, eh? Well, probably a bit over halfway. It's definitely gone fell now. Any semblance of a pad's pretty well gone. Now I'm in this rock and scrub. So I'm just making my way up. Okay, made it up to Olsens Lookout. There's Watson's Crag from a different direction. Watson's Crags. Looked more impressive last night, this morning. And there's the rolling ground over to the left. That's probably Mount Tate, I guess, and Mount Anderson. Okay, that's it. Just left Olsens Lookout. That car was 8.3 and I don't know, 700 metres climbing or something, which sounds a bit more than it should be really. They might sort themselves out in when it runs it through the software. So today was slow. Today was probably the hardest day of the lot. That lower canyon was very rough, rougher than the top part, and there was a lot more water coming down than Mr. Chapman suggested. I think they may, since the early 2000s when he wrote his book, I guess they may have changed the policy for environmental reasons and let more water down, because there was water coming down Strzelecki and Lady Northcote Creek in a fair amount. You saw the waterfall this morning. The climb up out of from the Goin River up to Olsens Lookout was tough. It wasn't actually as tough as I thought it would be, or it could have been. It got worse, gradually worse, the more I climbed up. So the bottom, the scrub was a little bit more open. By the time I got to the top, it was, I was pushing through, tangled up in shit around my neck and around my head and around my legs, and it was a nightmare. But anyway, it is what it is. I got up all right. I think I walked for I've walked for 9 hours today to do 7K, so that'll give you a bit of an idea of the terrain I was dealing with, and I didn't muck around. I was not stopping much and not really walking that slow either. All right, I've got to go now find my bike, hope it's still here, and then I've got a 15K ride down to my car at Goin. So unless something drastic happens, I'll catch you on the next one. I'll probably chuck up a video tomorrow just talking about the logistics and ins and outs of this a little bit, because this is a serious walk, serious scenery, but really dangerous country too. So yeah, I might just do a quick one tomorrow talking about logistics. All right, take it easy.